Key point 3. Please write down. Key point 3. Divisibility rule. Divisibility rule for 17, 19 are 343, which is 17 into 19. 17 into 19. Divisibility rule for 17, 19, 343. Now, concept. This is taken from Fermat's theorem. These taken from Fermat's theorem. Fermat's theorem states, reminder when a power p minus 1, when divided by p, it is a power p minus 1, when divided by p is 1, when a and p are coprime, when a and p are coprime, and p is a prime number, Now think logically. If p is 17, reminder when 10 power 16 divided by 17 is 1, according to Fermat's theorem. 10 and 17 are coprime to each other. According to Fermat's theorem, 10 power 18 divided by 19, this is also 1. 10 power 6 divided by 17, it is 1. 10 power 8 divided by 19 is 1. Let me see what will happen if I take 10 power 8 by 17. Think logically. If 10 power 8 is x, 10 power 16 is x square. If x square is 1, this will be either plus 1 or minus 1. Am I right? This will be either plus 1 or minus 1. 10 power 18 by 19, if it is 1. 10 power 9 by 19, this will be either plus 1 or minus 1. Why? Because 10 power 18 will become 10 power 9 power 2. Right? X square is becoming 1. X value will become plus 1 or minus 1. Idea clear? 10 power 8 by 17. 10 power 8 by 17. Let us see what it will happen. Divisibility rule for 17, 19 and 343 is derived from Fermat's theorem. What is Fermat's theorem? A power p minus 1. Right? Divided by p, it is 1. Next slide, please listen. Right? If you get a negative value, if you got minus 3 in the numerator, minus 3 divided by 202, negative remainder minus 3, positive remainder 199, Shiva. Positive remainder 199. Remainder 1, a power p minus 1 divided by p, remainder is 1. Now, next one, proof. First one, remainder 1, 10 power 8 divided by 17. 10 power 8 divided by 17. Let us see whether it is plus 1 or minus 1. 17 ones are 17. What is the negative remainder? Minus 7. Minus 7 power 8 divided by 17. This is minus power even is plus 7 power 8 divided by 17. 7 power 8 is nothing but 7 cube power square into 7 square divided by 17. These 343. 343 divided by 17. 17 20s are 343. 3 square is 9. 49 divided by 17. 17 2s are 34. Positive remainder is 15. Divided by 17. 135 divided by 17 is minus 1. That's what I was telling. 10 power 8 divided by 17, it is minus 1. If 10 power 16 divided by 17, if it is 1, 10 power 8 divided by 17, it will give you either plus 1 or minus 1. But I got minus 1 here. Similarly, if I take 10 power 9 by 17, 19, that also will give you minus 1. That also will give you minus 1. Please make a note. 10 power 8 by 17, it is minus 1. It should be either minus 1 or plus 1. Why? Because according to Fermat's theorem, 10 power 16 divided by 17 is 1. 10 power 8 divided by 17. 17 ones are 17. Negative remainder minus 7. Minus power even is plus. 7 power 8 by 17, which is 7 cube whole square into 7 square. 7 cube is 343. 17 20s are 340. 3 square is 9. 9 into 15. 17 8s are 136. Remainder is minus 1. Please make a note of these two. 10 power 8 by 17 is minus 1. 10 power 9 by 19 is minus 1. Next slide. Some more better understanding of this divisibility rule, you will get it. Some more better understanding of divisibility rule, you will get it. 10 power 8 by 17 is minus 1. 10 power 9 by 19 is also minus 1. Now see here. We'll write down here 10 power 8 by 17 is minus 1. How it is derived? It is derived from 10 power 16 by 17, which is 1. Similarly, that's how the previous divisibility rules are defined. Reminder 1, 10 power 6 divided by 7 is 1. 10 power 6 divided by 7 is 1. 10 power 6, if I take half, 10 cube divided by 7, I got minus 1. I hope it is clear. Suppose 10 power 12 divided by 13 is 1. 10 power 12 divided by 13 is 1. Now, if it is 12, 10 power 6 divided by 13, 10 power 6 divided by 13. I hope it is clear, right? 10 power 6 divided by 13 is 5. If I further divide it, 10 cube divided by 13, it is minus 1. I will not write here. This might result in a confusion, but I will tell a point here. What is the point? Now, the point which I want to make is, if it is 6, this is nothing but 10 cube whole square divided by 7. X square is 1. This is minus 1. 10 power 12 divided by 13 is 1. Now see here, 3 is a factor of 6. 8 is a factor of 16. 3 is a factor of 12. 3 is a factor of 12. I hope it is clear. That means 10 power k divided by p, if it is 1, somewhere for the factor of k, when I divide by p, I will get minus 1 or plus 1. I hope the point is clear. 10 power 16 divided by 17 is 1. 10 power 8 divided by 17 is minus 1. 10 power 6 divided by 7 is 1. 10 cube divided by 7 is minus 1. If it is 12, the factors of 12, either it could be 10 power 6 or it could be 10 square or it could be 10 cube. Somewhere you will get minus 1. Somewhere you will get minus 1. Somewhere you will get minus 1. One important point, please write down, sir. Please write down one important key point. Factor of k when divided by p. What is p here? P here is a prime number. P here, it is a prime number. P here, it is a prime number. Now see. Remainder 1, 10 power 10 divided by 11, it is 1. According to which theorem? These, according to Fermat's theorem. It is according to Fermat's theorem. 10. What are the factors of 10? Factors of 10 is 1, 2, 5 and 10. These are the factors of 10, 1, 2, 5, 10. Let us do one by one. What is happening? If I take 10 power 1 by 11, 11 ones are 11, negative remainder minus 1. If I take 10 square divided by 11, 11 ones are 11, minus 1, minus 1 square is plus 1. If I take 10 power 5 divided by 11, 11 ones are 11, negative remainder is minus 1. That is exactly what I am saying. If the power is, if it is P, this will be P minus 1. It will be P minus 1. All the factors of 10, when you divide it by denominator, either you will get plus 1 or minus 1, or for some numbers it will definitely result in plus 1 or minus 1. For some numbers it will result in plus 1 or minus 1. That means there is another divisibility rule right now. From this question, we have developed another divisibility rule. 10 square divided by 11 is 1, or 10 power 5 divided by, Praveen, 10 power 5 divided by 11 is minus 1. Please write down 2 examples. That is how you develop the divisibility rule of any prime number. I hope it is clear. If it is divided by 13, power is 12. Any factor of 12 when you divide by 13, you should get plus 1 or minus 1. If it is 37 in the denominator, power will be 36. Any factor of 36, there will be either plus 1 or minus 1. This is how the divisibility rules of prime numbers are generated from Fermat's theorem. This is how the divisibility rules of prime numbers are generated. Now this example, this one, I will do 2 examples. 10 square divided by 11 is 1. 10 power 5 divided by 11 is minus 1. We will write down here. Remainder 1. 10 square divided by 11, it is 1. That means instead of doing sum of odd places and sum of even places, you can also do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 11. Take a group of 2 digits and add it. Take a group of 10 square. So 12 into 10 square. 12 into 30, right? 12 plus 34 is 46. 46 divided by 11. I want remainder. 11 fours are 44. Remainder is 2. Remainder is 2. Rambabu. Remainder is 2. Remainder is 2. Right? Next one. Next question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 11. Divided by 11. Divided by 11. This is nothing but take a group of 2 digits. So this will become 12 plus 34, 46. 46 plus 56, 102. 102 divided by 11. 11 nines are 99. Positive remainder is 3. Right? Even if you check by using the divisibility rule for whatever you know, that also will give you the same answer. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 12 minus 9 is 3. I hope the idea is clear. What is the What is the next problem? Next problem, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 11. Divided by 11. Take a group of 5 digits, plus and minus. Answer is 0. Why? Because 10 power 5 divided by 11, it is minus 1. 10 power 5 divided by 11, it is minus 1. 10 power 5 divided by 11 is minus 1. Please write down, these are all some beautiful concepts. Please write down this. Any 5-digit number written even number of times. Any 5-digit number written even number of times. Written even number of times. Any 5-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 11. Please write down this point. I hope you understood how to find the divisibility rule for a prime number depending on Fermat's theorem. Any 5-digit number written even number of times. Any 5-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 11. I hope. Ramraj, please don't give the answers. I am not interested in the answers. I am interested in explaining the concept. Idea clear? Now we will go back to that question. Then we will explain. That's how the divisibility rule of prime numbers are generated. We are discussing divisibility rule for 17, 19. 17, 19. What is the divisibility rule for 17? Divisibility rule for 17 is what is that we got? 10 power 8 divided by 17. I got it as minus 1. That means start from unit digit. Start from unit digit. Take a group of 8 digits. Take a group of 8 digits. Take a group of 8 digits. Alternatively add and subtract. Alternatively add and subtract. I hope by this time you have understood the divisibility rule of 17. This is the first key point. Alternatively add and subtract. That is the first divisibility rule of 17. Another point is any 8-digit number written even number of times. Any 8-digit number written even number of times. Any 8-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 17. Please write down this point. Any 8-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 17. If an 8-digit number is written even number of times, that means it is divisible by 17. That means it is divisible by 17. Praveen, ఈ పెన్ను చూడు. 10 power 8 divided by 17, it is minus 1. 10 power 8 divided by 17 is minus 1. If the question is like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 17. Divided by 17. Answer is 0. I hope this concept is clear. I hope this concept is clear. Kindly reply in the live chat if this concept is clear to you. What is the divisibility rule for 17? 10 power 8 divided by 17 is minus 1. Start from the unit digit. Take a group of 8 digits. Alternatively add and subtract. Alternatively add and subtract. Any 8-digit number. ప్రవీణ్ పాడట్లేదు. Any 8-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 17. Any 8-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 17. Everybody clear? Any 8-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 17. Some small changes, you will get another number. Please write it. Logic is 10 power 9 divided by 19 is minus 1. 10 power 9 divided by 19 is minus 1. So this will become, please write this. I hope it is clear. 10 power 9 divided by 19 is minus 1. 10 power 9 divided by 19 is minus 1. Start from unit digit. Take a group of 9 digits. Take a group of 9 digits. Alternatively add and subtract. Alternatively add and subtract. Any 9-digit number written even number of times is always divisible by 19. Any 9-digit number written even number of 9-digit number. Suppose if it is Jaswant, if it is less than the given number, it is generic addition. That also we will discuss, right? That also we will discuss. Please write down. Next one. Good doubt Jaswant and Sai Kiran has asked. I discussed in one of my previous YouTube live classes, but I will discuss again. Divisibility rule. Divisibility rule for any prime number. Divisibility rule for any prime number. Divisibility rule for any prime number. Listen carefully, sir. Divisibility rule is any prime number. Suppose let AB be a number. If AB be a number, if I can write it as A plus or minus K into B is either 0 or AB. K is the value which satisfy this equation. Then we can develop the divisibility rule of a prime number. Please write down. Then we can develop the divisibility rule of any prime number. Anthony asks, why are we adding alternatively when remainder is minus 1? Anthony, please go back to our YouTube channel. Prime number session 1 is over. Prime number session 2 is over. Now we are at prime number session 3. Prime number session 3. Prime number session 3. Right? So please watch the previous videos. You will understand it. Suppose AB is a number. A plus or minus K into B. If it is 0 or AB, and if you can find such value of K which satisfy this equation, then you can develop the divisibility rule of any prime number. This is very famously called as theory of osculation. This is very famously called as theory of osculation. We will do some foundation problems. These we are doing divisibility rule of any prime number. This is for Sai Kiran and Anand Jaswant. To answer your doubts, I will write the foundation. Theory of osculation. Theory of osculation. Osculation is nothing but the finding the value of K. Osculation is nothing but the finding the value of K. How many times I will get it? Now see here. Listen carefully. Examples. Divisibility rule for any prime number. Now Jaswant and Sai Kiran. Listen carefully. Examples. First one is 2401 divisible by 7 is 2401 divisible by 7. Now see here, 7 is a single digit number. AB is nothing but A plus or minus K into B. Either it should be 0 or it should be divisible by 7. AB is a minimum 2 digit number. So, but it is 7. 7, take the next multiple of 7, 14. Can I write like this? 1 minus 2 into 4. 1 minus 2 into 4. Can I write like this? This is minus 7. Minus 7 is divisible by 7. That means, what am I doing here? I am taking the unit digit. What is the value of K? 2 times. So that means 2401. I am taking the unit digit 1. Right? I am taking the unit digit. I am doubling it here. 1 2s are 2. And I am subtracting from the remaining number. 240 minus 2. 238. Continue the process. Unit digit is 8. Doubling it. 8 2s are 16. 23 minus 16, 7. If this is divisible by 7, right? This number is also divisible by 7. Again I am explaining. 7 is a single digit number. Take the next multiple of 7. 14. 14 can be written as 1 minus 2 into 4, which is nothing but 7 minus 7. Minus 7 is divisible by 7. Once you write this, then from here property can be derived. Take B is the unit digit. Unit digit, what am I doing it? Doubling it. 1 into 2. I am subtracting it from the entire number. 1 2s are 2. 240 minus 2 is 238. Right? 238. Take the unit digit. 8. 8 2s are 16. 23 minus 16, 7. So this is divisible by 7. This is also divisible by 7. Prashant, I will come back to you. This requires a lot of examples to understand. Please wait for a few minutes till I complete this theory of osculation. It is clear? 2401 divisible by 7. One more example. Second one is 3249 divisible by 19 is 3249 divisible by 19. 19 is a 2-digit number. I can write it as 1 plus 2 into 9, which is 19. The minute when you write down the value of K, you got the divisibility rule. What is the divisibility rule? 9. Take the unit digit. Double it. 9 2s are 18, which is 342. Take the unit digit. Double it. 38. 38 is divisible by 19. That means this number is also divisible by 19. Answer is 8. How you got these two? Rajat, for you. This is nothing but 1 plus K into 9. 1 plus K into 9. What is the lowest multiple of 19? 19. So 9 into K, which is nothing but 18. K is nothing but 2. If 19 it is not satisfying, you can take the next multiple of 19. And it keeps growing. 3249 divided by 19. 9 is multiplied by 2. Take the unit digit. Multiply by 2. 9 2s are 18. 324 plus 18. 342. Take the unit digit. Double it and add it. 34 plus 4 is 38. 38 is divisible by 19. Now, Anand and Sai, you are both doubts. Right? You are both doubts. Yes, the value of K cannot be unique. I will come to it, Rajat. Just have patience till I solve some problems. Then I will tell you the complete story in a single slide. Please listen. Is 7225 divisible by 17 is 7225 divisible by 17. Sai and Jaswant asked what if they are smaller numbers. 7225 divisible by 17. Now see here. Concept. AB is nothing but A plus or minus K into B. It is either 0 or AB. Either 0 or AB. This is 17. It can be 1 plus K into 7 or it can be 1 minus K into 7. These numbers should be divisible by 17. If I take 17 here, 7K is 16, fraction, 34, again fraction, 51, I am getting fraction. So I will go to 1 minus K into 7. Can I take K minimum value as 5? K minimum value as 5. Can I take it? Why? Because this will become 1 minus 5 into 7. 1 minus 5 into 7 is minus 34. Minus 34 is divisible by 17. K minimum is 5. So K minimum is 5. So the rule for this equation is, the rule for this 17 divisibility rule for 17 is, divisibility rule for 17 is A minus 5B. A minus 5B. This is the divisibility rule for 17. So it is 7225. Take the unit digit. Multiply by 5 times. 5 5s are 25. Subtract it from that number. 12 minus 1. 5 7. 71. 697. 697. A minus 5B. 7 5s are 35. Subtracted from the remaining number. 34. 34 is divisible by 17. The number is divisible by 17. Divisibility rule for 17 is A minus 5B, where B is nothing but the unit digit of a number. Where B is nothing but the unit digit of a number. Where B is nothing but the unit digit of a number. Unit digit of a number. 17, I hope it is clear. Some more examples, final slide I will discuss. Jaswant beta, I hope it is clear. Sai, it is also clear. Less than 8, this is the process needs to be followed. Fourth question is 5776 divisible by 19 is 5776 divisible by 19. Now see here, 19 is nothing but A plus K into B, which is 19. So the divisibility rule for 19 is A plus 2B. A plus 2B. A plus 2B. What is A plus 2B? B is the unit digit here. Just by looking at the equation, I will get the answer. 5776. 5776. Take the unit digit, double it. 6 2s are 12. Remaining is 589. Take the unit digit, double it. 18. 558 plus 18, 76. 76 is 19. 4s are. If this is divisible, this will also be divisible. This will also be divisible. This will also be divisible. Is it clear? Right? 76 is divisible by 19. Now for you, Neeta, I hope it is clear, right? A plus 2B. A plus 2B. So this is the unit digit. Unit digit, double it. Unit digit, this I already discussed in one of my previous YouTube live classes where the old students can see it. Praveen, right? That is exactly the reason Fermat's theorem came into picture, right? Please do not worry about, there are so many other theorems I will not teach because that is beyond your syllabus. For this drawback, there is one more theorem that came into picture, that is Carmichael's theorem. Carmichael's theorem I am not going to discuss. Remember Fermat's theorem application. Remember smaller numbers, theory of oscillation. Larger numbers, Fermat's theorem. That's all. Kel khatam there. Kel khatam. I hope it is clear. Kel khatam. Right? Now we will write the divisibility rules of prime numbers. Please write down. Divisibility rules of prime numbers. Divisibility rules of prime numbers. Divisibility rules of prime numbers. Larger prime numbers, there is a Fermat's theorem. Right? Now, please write down next. This slide will give you a clear clarity. This slide will give you a very clear clarity. Will give you a clear clarity. Divisibility rule for prime numbers. How to derive the divisibility rule for prime numbers. Prime numbers. Please write down, sir. How to find the divisibility rule for a prime numbers. This is a prime number. And this is the divisibility rule. Prime number and this is the divisibility rule. Suppose if it is 19, divisibility rule is a plus 2b. Suppose this is 13, the divisibility rule is a plus 4b. If this is 17, this is a minus 5b. If this is 23, this is a plus 7b. If this is 29, this is a plus 3b. Just by looking at the question itself, you are able to determine. If it is 31, it is a minus 3b. If it is 41, it is a minus 4b. It is a minus 4b. I hope it is clear, right? Similarly, you can develop your own divisibility rules. A plus 2b, a plus 4b, a plus 5b, a plus 7b, a plus 3b, and so on. And so on. A minus 3b, 41, a minus 4b, and so on. Idea is clear? Idea is clear? Now, Rajat's doubt, I will take it. Rajat's doubt, I will take it. 41 and everything. I hope, what are all the doubts Rajat has asked? Is this only the theory of oscillation? Determining the value of k is nothing but that is the crux of theory of oscillation. Now Prashant said, what happen if denominator is taken as a negative? Further reminder. No. Always remember, in the division theorem, dividend, divisor, quotient. Right? Now see here. When you are writing reminder 1, numerator is divided by denominator. Numerator is dividend. Denominator is divisor. REM is the remainder. REM is the remainder. All should be natural numbers. All should be natural numbers. Dividend should be a natural number. Divisor should be a natural number. Remainder should be a natural number. Remainder should be a natural number. I hope the idea is clear. What are the concepts that we discussed today? The divisibility rule for 37. Divisibility rule for 3727. We discussed divisibility rule for 19901. This we discussed. Divisibility rule for 7919. We discussed divisibility rule using Fermat's theorem. This we discussed divisibility rule using the theory of oscillation. theory of oscillation. These are the concepts which we discussed. Highest power and trailing zeros. As you know, in between the class, my team members are changing the battery of the pen repeatedly, right? So what we will do is, I will sit on this and everything.